You're not doing enough. Now, how many times have you heard that? I'm sure you think about it every day whenever you're scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, all the different social media platforms. You probably think to yourself, am I doing enough? I'm probably not doing enough. All you see on social media is these gurus, these influencers, these traders, these workout influencers, these brand owners, and they seem like they're doing so much, 24 hours a day, 12 hours of work, grind. But I promise you, a lot of the time, it is just a facade for the internet. What is this idea that you're not doing enough? It is almost a false idea that people place in their minds to kind of cope with the fact that they're not where they want to be. And it gets you into this sort of loop where you get stuck in the struggle that you're kind of seemingly unable to get out of. The key to getting out of this sort of loop is to work with intention. Now you might ask, what does it mean to work with intention, right? Let me give you a few examples. Say somebody goes to the gym. Of course, everyone's going to be looking online. What's the best set and rep range to do a workout? Everyone thinks there's some hidden strategy with doing 3 sets of 12 reps, 4 sets of 8 reps, 1 set of 20 reps, right? Everyone thinks there's some secret rep range, secret amount of sets to do that is going to set them apart from the next person and make them bigger, better, faster, stronger, quicker. The reality is that the person who's doing 4 sets of 8 reps in the gym, going home, eating right, following their diet plan, getting to sleep on time, hydrating themselves, is going to grow significantly faster than the person that goes into the gym, does 4 sets of 8, doesn't stick to their diet, doesn't sleep right, doesn't hydrate, plays video games all day, has no dreams, has no aspirations. They're doing the same workout, yet the first individual is going to get significantly bigger and significantly better than them way faster. There wasn't some secret rep range that they did. There wasn't some secret set amount. They simply just worked with intention, and they worked with passion, and they worked with consistency. These are the keys to everything when it comes to business. Everyone thinks that you have to work extremely hard 24 hours a day, no sleep, no friends, no nothing. But it's actually the exact opposite. The entire point of becoming an entrepreneur, becoming rich, is to work the least amount of time and make the most amount of money. How you do that is in the little increments, the little short time increments that you work. You are working with intention, and you are working with passion, and you are giving it 110%. That is what will set you apart from the other person. As a trader, you can go every day with back testing, here and there, watching a YouTube video, writing some notes down. But the person who's going to back test a week of price action, for example, every day, learn their edge, improve their strategy, and then go into the live market and actually practice it, is going to get significantly better than the person that just watches YouTube video, learns a new strategy every week. There is no secret strategy that's going to make you $1 million in trading. You have to find one that you are comfortable with. It is all personal to you. Whatever strategy you find that works the best for you, that you understand the most, stick with it, lock it in, practice it every day. The importance of what's actually going to make you a profitable trader is whether or not you can stick with it consistently through the good and the bad, through the winning trades, through the losing trades. Keep a positive headspace and continue moving forward and getting better every single day. A loss is just a lesson. A loss is just your tuition to the market. Social media kind of paints this bad picture with intention and consistency and passion in the market, and in any business endeavor really, and even working out, any sort of thing where you can grind at, right? Because it kind of sets this image that everyone needs to be doing more, when that's really not the idea, that's not the plan. The reason why they have to portray it this way is because if social media was to show you what an actual day-to-day look like for someone who, for say, is a day trader, brand scaler, fitness influencer, it's probably extremely boring. You wouldn't watch that if they showed you what their actual day-to-day look like. That's why they have to put on this facade and put on this persona for the internet, so everyone will watch their videos. That's the point of making content. You have to make it engaging for the viewer. So this idea that you have to work a lot is just not true. You have to work with intention over working numerous amount of hours. Purposeful hours that you put in where you are 100% focused, your phone is away, maybe you have some music on, you got your hoodie up, and you're grinding and you're actually retaining that information and improving. That's going to be what actually matters in the long run. When it comes to stuff like the gym, Sometimes people are going to have a advantage over you with genetics or time frames that they're available, blah, blah, blah. There's plenty of things where people get an advantage over one another that are out of your control. So there's no point to focus on them if you can't control them. You can't use it as an excuse because everyone theoretically will start at the same spot. Some people might have it easier than others, but there's no reason to create an excuse of why some person is getting better than you. I know so many people that will stay up hours and hours on end every night, and I know because I used to do this too. Playing video games, playing Rocket League, doing nothing, just wasting my time. Not really wasting your time entirely, right? Because you're still playing with friends, enjoying your childhood, enjoying growing up, enjoying spending time with others. There's a difference, right? But there's a line between procrastinating and filling it with playing video games instead, and getting your work done ahead of time, being fully finished with your task for the day, and then playing video games to get some sort of dopamine relief at the end of the day. That is okay. Enjoying yourself is not a crime. Stop with this bullshit online that you can't play video games, you can't go outside and have fun, you have to work 12 hours a day, you can't have any friends. You can. The idea is that you work so hard in these small 1 to 2 to 3 hours that you're working on your business and you're working on your craft, that you get so much done in that amount of time that you have those hours at the end of the day to enjoy yourself, to do something fun, do something you enjoy. That's what life is all about. A lot of people get locked into this mindset that they have to become so trained to become this workhorse that 20 years down the line, when they finally get everything they want, they finally have all the money, they finally have all the fame, the success, they don't know how to enjoy themselves and they don't know how to have fun because they have completely rid themselves of all ability to have fun, to enjoy spending time with others, to build relationships with others, to keep the relationships with their past friends, past family members. They don't have anything to create this sort of satisfaction in their life. So now they have fame, they have fortune, they have wealth, they have all these items, materialistic things, and they have no sense of how to enjoy it. So then they rot away in their sadness. But the point I'm trying to make is don't sacrifice every single thing in your life just because you think you need to fit this sort of status quo from a video that was 30 seconds long that you saw on your phone. I promise you, life is not what that is about. There is no right way to do one thing. There is 100 strategies for every business model, every different workout strategy, every different video creation idea. There's 100 million ways to do everything. And if there was one specific way to do one thing correctly and it was guaranteed success, no matter the amount that you cared about it or the amount of effort you put in, everyone would be rich, right? So the point I'm trying to make with this is that you have to do everything 100%, right? Now this is super obvious when it comes to the gym. You got to go to that last rep. You've got to go, all the way through your workout, do your cardio at the end. You've got to do your workout 100%. You've got to go home and you've got to back test. You've got to focus and you've got to trade and you've got to practice 100%. But you also have to enjoy yourself and enjoy these things in life at 100%. Whenever you're spending time with your family, whenever you're hanging out with your friends, whenever you're going out on the weekend, whenever you're watching a movie, doing something you enjoy, going on a vacation, don't be sitting in the back of your mind the entire time thinking, I need to be doing more, I need to be doing better, I need to be doing this. Spend time and be fully in the moment with everything that you do. That is the only way you will come to enjoy your life. And the thing that is inherently obvious when it comes to living this sort of lifestyle is the wealth, the dreams you have, the riches, the lifestyle that you want to live. It almost comes to you easier when you let go. When you're pushing, trying to achieve this one thing, it almost seems like you're pushing it away. But the second you let go, you detach from everything, you start to enjoy everything. You work better, you work smarter, you work with less anxiety, things good start happening in your life, things start coming to you, you start living in abundance. Everything starts going well because you've let go of this stress, you've let go of this need for this, and you just start to enjoy, you start to be present, you start to be grounded, you understand what life is all about. And then things you notice will start coming to you. This is trying to rid the idea of this productive individual. You don't need to be doing 100 things a day. You need to be doing one thing at 100%. And I know there's a good quote from Matthew McConaughey that has always stuck with me growing up. And it was, if you're going to do something, don't half-ass it, do it 100%. If you keep striving for this idea that you need to be productive all day, you will form this sort of checklist in your mind that if you don't hit every single box going out the entire day, you will send yourself into this rabbit hole of negativity that you will almost not be able to escape. That is the same thing with working out. There's a good and a bad. Following your diet, going to sleep on time, getting up on time, doing your workout to the fullest is important. It is almost imperative that you do these things to become bigger, better, stronger, right? But you can't marry these ideologies, because if you become so focused on, I have to do this a day, and if I don't, then I'm a failure, you will train your mind to think that anything other than perfect is a failure. There will be days when you will come up short. That is how life is. You will come into roadblocks. Maybe you have appointments. Maybe you have things that come up, vacations, where you can't do everything you need to do in a day. But if you have this idea in your mind that if you don't do everything, you're not perfect and you're doing something wrong, you will send yourself into a spiral and you will go crazy. So there is a happy medium between working extremely hard in the short amounts of time that you are working on your goals, and then allowing the rest of your time to be fully enjoyed and in the present. That is the key to building wealth, the key to starting a business, the key to getting everything you want in life. It is almost this level of flow, and you can truly only understand it whenever you reach that level. But there is a dark side to this, right? You'll notice all of these concepts have an up and down to each side. You have to find right at that peak to get the true purpose out of all of these concepts. But whenever you think about, oh, I need to be in this level of, satiation, where I'm happy all the time, I'm accepting everything, it could send you into this place where you're too easygoing. And then you're getting to a point where it's like, oh, it's okay, I'm perfect even though I didn't get all my things done. You'll start to get comfortable to the point where you will stop doing these tasks that you know you should be doing, and you will tell yourself, it's okay, I'm doing fine because I don't have to complete everything in my day to be perfect. That is where you start falling off the deep end again. You have to keep your head on this straight line path. You have to be working hard. You have to be giving 100%. But the only way to be consistent, to give 100% and to do things with intention, is you have to do them. You have to start and you have to finish. You don't have to do it 100% of the day. You don't have to do it for 12 hours, but you have to do it every day. That's what is important. Whether it's 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 10 hours, you have to do it every day. Obviously, some days you're not going to want to do it. Some days you are not in the right mental space to do it. Some days not everything is going well. You can't be a pussy. If you wanted all your dreams and goals, you're not allowed to be a pussy. You're going to have to grab yourself by the balls, and you're going to have to do what is hard. You're going to have to do it even through stress, sadness, anger. That's just how life is. There's a quote from Mr. Beast that I do not remember exactly, and it's kind of funny to even be quoting Mr. Beast, of course. But if you listen to what he talks about in different podcasts, you understand that this man is wise beyond his years. And he talks about how no one will do the things that he wants to do. And that's why he knows he will achieve things that other people can't. And basically what he's trying to say in this is he has the mental fortitude to get through those good days, bad days, when he doesn't want to, when he feels like shit. He's going to do it anyway. And he knows that is more than other people will do. And that's why he will receive more than other people will. So I hope this video reached some part of you that you can connect with. And if you can take anything away from this, it's to be consistent, do everything with intention, do everything 100%. Don't be a pussy about it. And remember, not everyone can do what you do. And that's why nobody will be what you're going to be.